This is Mr. 500, Timmy Luretton.
Oh, this is Salt and the Stank White Mike.
And when you're not being GymNasty, we're listening to the Tap Out Wrestling Podcast Network.
Get lit.
Get stuck.
More importantly, get stuffed.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tapped Out Wrestling Podcast Network. I am your host. I am Nick McDaniel, and today we are cruising along on Tag Team Week. And man, we're going to get a little nasty today. And we're not just going to get a little nasty in Tag Team Week. We're going to get GymNasty. I am joined by the GymNasty boys. How's it going, guys?
No, it's good to have. Good to hopefully stay on. Hopefully, we can be on forever.
Yeah, fight forever, stay on forever. Same thing, right? Kind of same thing.
Yams forever.
Yams for life.
Yams for life. Absolutely, man. And like I said, the videos you guys knock out, the webisodes, the Timmy and Mike's GymNasty adventures, crack me up, man. I can't tell you enough. That's who actually came up with that idea? Whose idea was that?
It was both of us. We were on a boat, and it was a pedaling boat. And it was like one of those big dubs, and we just decided to come up with it, and hopefully the people are enjoying it, because we got a few more eps.
We have a lot of more episodes.
A lot of more.
Like Paramore.
Oh, I love Lacey. Is that her name, Lacey? She's beautiful.
Well, guys, a lot of our, I'm a huge fan, obviously. Obviously we've seen each other at a few of the shows. Some shows coming in the future, which we'll get to later. But kind of give us an idea, how did you guys get into wrestling, and then how did the two of you guys come together?
Well, I broke in the summer of 1992 by a man of honky tonk Wayne Ferris. Well, he owed me some things, and he said he'd get me in the business, so he got me in. That's my honest to God start right there, Timmy.
Well, I started back in 2014 with Seymour Snot down in Raleigh, North Carolina. Seymour was trained in APW in California, guys with Frankie Kazarian, Christopher Daniels, their great colleague, John Cena, Samoa Joe, Bison Smith, Michael Modest. I've been wrestling for 3 years now. We started teaming a while back because we hung out like almost all the time. Like we ride in the car with Doug the Ducklings, and along the way we became like really good friends. And we just figured, hey, let's try to make tag team wrestling work.
Freaking shot in the dock here, man. You want to tag sometime?
And so, you guys are tearing it up on the scene, man. Like I said, I've watched you guys in person, YouTube. You guys are just knocking it out of the park. You've become one of our favorite tag teams over at the Tapped Out Nation. But yeah, when you guys got together, is it just, you just took your real life personality, just blended them all together, and bam, we got the GymNasty boys?
Basically, yeah, because, Timmy's a gymnast. I'm just stankin' nasty. GymNasty writes itself.
1 + 2 = 4 babies.
And I am paying for neither one.
And so did you, so you started up with Seymour, who's friend of the show, by the way. We've actually had Seymour on before, back in the archives. If you're interested in finding that one, guys, you can hunt that interview down. But, when he's training you in, did you go through, through Gouge, up in that area, or did you go through some of the other promotions that were up there?
Gouge was my first promotion I ever wrestled for, so you could say it's my home promotion. But I stayed around North Carolina for like a year because he told me it'd be best to stay around that area for a year before I start traveling more places. So I went to different promotions in North Carolina. I was lucky to be around good, like some of the better promotions starting out. So when I start traveling out of state, I wasn't bad, I guess.
What about you, Mike?
Oh, well, let's see. I actually started way back in the day, like Cherokee, North Carolina, like 2007, for like Uncle Bill's Flea Market Wrestling. Yeah. Look for those. Actually, Gunner came through there quite a few times. We had STD, a few other people that got in there, but I always wanted to be a wrestler, and like BK Valor, Billy Catcher Sid, and Ryan Chaos, they kind of took me under their wing and showed me the ropes, and just started being a journeyman pretty much from there, and just going everywhere I can.
Fall down man.
Daddy's a fall down man.
Somebody's got to do the deed, right? Every night. It's just keep working.
Yeah, no doubt.
Exactly. So you've been around, like I said, you've been around for a while, and then so did you just see Timmy and you saw something in him and you thought, man, and then you said riding in the car with the Ducks, who we will get to later, by the way. I got some questions about those guys. And then so you just took him under your wing and said, hey, let's do this.
Pretty much, yeah. He likes root beer. I like root beer. He eats gummies. I eat gummies. Why not travel the road and make money and buy root beer and gummies together?
We both like red bones.
And we both like big boonkies, white or red. Please bring us all your boonkies.
And the thicker, the better?
Yeah.
God, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you guys, we'll get there, trust me. We'll start getting there. I've got a list of names I may ask you about. When you guys start teaming up, is it just freestyle, or do you start looking at, is there any teams in the history of the business that you're like, kind of, you take who's your influences as far as working together as a team?
I mean, we just kind of mash our ideas together and just let it manifest itself out. But I mean, I'm partial to Harlem Heat. I like watching Harlem Heat.
I was a fan of Killer Bees, Rock and Roll Express,
Heart Foundation,
Bad Company.
I really love the Heart Foundation. Steiner Brothers. Oh my God, early Steiner Brothers, were they just murdering people?
Yes. So much emphasis on the murdering for what they did.
Oh my God, you pick a man up and backflip with him, man. He's got my vote.
I did that once.
Yeah, you did. You did it twice. You did it to me.
Oh yeah, I did. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you.
That's a question. Before you guys teamed up, did you guys ever face off against each other?
A couple times, yeah. Maybe once or twice.
I think 3 times.
3 times, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I think first time I tried to murder him. Second time was in the barn. And actually 4 times. Third time was a triple threat with Sean Denny and AML. And then 4th time was with Darius Lockhart and Billy Brash.
At WrestleCade.
At WrestleCade, yeah, 4-way.
Now, speaking of
WrestleCade, we got a few tussles and tumbles.
Are you guys going to make the trip to WrestleCade this year?
I mean,
I'd love to be there.
If they'll have us,
our schedule's been conflicting with some of the dates, so hopefully we can work everything out to where we are there, because it's always a blast there.
It's always an incredible time, and I like just showing off and showing out, man. Just all the wrestlers will be there. It's just a big party atmosphere.
It's like a big family reunion with wrestlers.
Well, hopefully you guys can make it out. We are actually hoping to make that trip as well. We're looking at actually booking our trip, so maybe we can.
I'd love to be there.
Yes, love to see you there, no doubt.
Hey, beers on me if we all make it. All right, does that sound fair?
Ooh, nice. Root beers on you. I love it.
Root beers and shots. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, give Timmy the root beer. I'll take the shots.
There you go. And a question I've got for you guys is, coming along, you got all these shows you're working. I mean, you guys are hitting the road hard, doing the drive. I mean, that's the hashtag I always see on Twitter. Man, you guys are hitting up and down the road. I always joke, some of the hardest working teams I know are, you guys, the Ducks. I always see them making the drives. 13th floor starting to hit that road a little bit as well.
They're killing it.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of them. Submission squad. I mean, Indy scene tag team wrestling is hot. And that's kind of where, I'm going is like, for a while there, it seemed like on the big stages, tag team wrestling kind of got pushed to the side. So is that something you've always, when you were little and you were watching, were you watching wrestling? And 2, if you were, Were you always partial to tag team, or did you want to be a singles guy when you broke in?
I think when I was younger, I was more particular with tag team wrestling. Guys like Road Warriors, Harlem Heat. There was a time where tag team wrestling was a main eventing places. Then they had that period where most of them, they would just put guys together just to make a storyline, and then they break them up. When I first started, I was okay with being a singles because I didn't want to do tag team wrestling if I wasn't going to put my all into it, because that's one of my big pet peeves when you just have two guys that have nothing in common. They don't wear the same gear. They don't try to don't try to make look the part. So I didn't want to do tag team wrestling unless I was going to do it right. And thankfully, I found a tag partner that I want to do it right with.
Oh, he's so sweet.
You were born to be one, right? Is that what you're saying? The two of you were born to be one?
Born to be in one. Wait, what?
What?
Did we say that?
I think you did.
I meant women.
You can say anything. This is fair game.
Don't say that.
Don't give me 4 rings.
Please don't.
We're
trying to get more bookings, please.
Yeah. Well, for me, whenever, I mean, of course, I always watched when I was little. I've been watching probably since I came out of the womb. I always loved tag team wrestling. I mean, I love the Hart Foundation. I like the GymNasty, the actual Nasty Boys, because they were just pretty brutal, and they would just rough you up, man. And actually, I think tag team match of the year for PWI in 1991 was the Steiner Brothers versus Sting and Lex Luger, I believe. And that's a hell of a tag team match. I mean, I'm really partial to all wrestling. As long as I have something to do with wrestling, I want to wrestle, whether it be singles or tag. I'm really having fun doing the tag, I'm not going to lie. But even if, something happens.
It's like an intergender tag match with Faye Jackson and Dementia DeRosa.
Oh,
we wrestle them.
I want to have that match happen.
Now.
Yes. Can we do that?
I'll ask her. DeRosa's going to be on here it's pretty soon. We had to reschedule once, but she's going to be on. Maybe we'll drop that in and see if she's interested.
Oh, she's interested.
How could she not?
Exactly.
And if you're already talking intergender, let me slide in another name, no pun intended. Kiera Hogan.
Oh my God! Lord help me. Tell that girl I'm going to pay her rent. She don't even know it. I don't know what that means.
But yeah, she's knocking it out of the park all over the country, and I've seen a couple of vignettes, and you guys, I've seen you lose your shit, when she's around. So I figured that might hit a button.
There might be another one of those videos coming out soon. I don't know.
Maybe.
You have to tune in on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. Every Wednesday at 6 o'clock, actually.
There's GymNasty Adventures.
It's a can't miss. It's can't miss TV. Or, web TV, webisode, call it what you will. It's can't
just
miss.
Just like Kiera Hogan.
Gameisode.
She can't miss.
No,
ooh, Lord.
And so who if you get intergender tag team, your dream, you get Kiera Hogan, and who's her partner to face you?
Actually, no, it's Faye Jackson, right? Mm-hmm. Faye Jackson and Dementia Rose, right?
Yeah.
Is that her name? Mm-hmm.
That's your
I love them both. Yeah. Well, you put those three together, and you put the GymNasty Boys with Effie, and then there's your six-person intergender tag right there. So, either way.
Sanitizer is much needed.
Oh, my gosh. Bring a mop.
Yeah, and I'm sure you'd be down for a little 3-on-2 action, though.
Yeah, with mouth wide open. Yeah.
So back to the teams we were talking about, when it's straight, as far as tag team action, last time I saw you guys in person, you're in Atlanta, or Marietta to be exact. You're going for the AWE titles, guys get screwed out of that. No, I was shocked. I just swore you guys were going over. You're gonna go home with the gold. Matter of fact, I wasn't the only one. Timmy was a little premature, and thought you guys were going to capture the gold as well on Twitter. But you guys have got to come back. You got to fight for those belts, right? So is AWE a good promotion for you guys to come home to here in the
AWE is basically our home.
I love that place.
Like, there's never a dull moment when we go there. Given the fact that I've been there a couple times as a singles wrestler, and I've seen guys get murdered by the fans because they're brutally honest. If they don't like you, they will not shy away from telling you they hate you. And the fact that we've been there only as a team 3 times, and every time it's a new experience, and they've welcomed us with arms wide open. Thank you, Daddy. Is amazing, and we consider AWE our home.
I love AWE, home of the big booty red meat. Golly, man, you get me there anytime, man. I'm putting on. I'm showing out, and I'm putting on from that city. And I ain't even from there.
AWE is a phenomenal show. I do tell people all the time, if you're in the Atlanta area, you got to check it out. I mean, where else get shot here and great wrestling, right?
Yes.
Of course.
But they got Camilla Kane there, too. She's the only white woman I want to marry. That girl's
And, the next time you guys are coming into town that I'm going to see you, that I know for sure, is are you guys, now correct me if I'm wrong, I was given this information, so I want to make sure it's correct. You guys are coming into town on September 7th, is that correct?
Inside Out, September 7th? Are we?
I believe so.
Oh, man, I like that.
You're facing a team that I just finished interviewing, the 13th floor.
Oh, nice. That should be fun.
Yes, we'll be taking on the 13th floor.
The question I have is they're calling out teams left and right on the interview that I just completed with them. And, maybe it's time to fire back because, now they're walking around with two sets of straps and they're looking for people to challenge them for it. So maybe it's time for you to demand them put those titles on the line.
You know what? I would say don't put your straps on the line.
Put your wives back on the line.
Put your wives on the line. Huh? You want to make this serious? Put the women up for grabs. Put the gold on the women on a pole, and whoever gets them first will win. And I'm telling you right now, I got my dirty knife and fork, and I'm claiming all the red meat I see.
Straight digging.
Nothing but digging. Ooh, yeah, just digging for the city.
And so, looking forward to seeing you guys there. Obviously, anytime you guys are in town, it's always a good show. But there's let's go back to AWE for a second. The submission squad walks out with those belts. Are we going to see the return of the GymNasties back to AWE and try to take gold off of those guys? Because we all felt that you were going to be obviously the ones who walked out with them that night.
Oh, we are the uncrowned tag team champions, so
of AWE. There's no doubt.
Yeah, so
the people's champs there, and dang it, we about to win the gold too. So yeah, let's get back. Let's get them guys back. We want the straps, Daddy.
And then last but not least, there's a team that I have, I've talked to off air, and they're throwing down a gauntlet for the GymNasty boys. So I did want to ask, I don't know how familiar you are with them, but it's a team of O'Shea Edwards and his partner Hawk, the Dogs of War.
Dogs of War.
The only dogs I'm familiar with is the position. So if they want to get some, they can get some too.
Hey, we ain't scared of nobody, so if they want to get a book, hit me up in my booking office, brother. We'll get it booked, and then you better have some fruit snacks, because otherwise I ain't coming there.
Also, our envelopes must be like the women I like, white and heavy.
Golly. If it ain't 280, it ain't a lady.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm not going to lie. I always tell, this is a good one I've used for years. I like my women like I like my steaks. Hot, thick, and juicy, and pink in the middle.
Hello. I like that.
He's writing it down as we say, right? He's jotting that down. That's a new one. But that's always been me. So that's maybe that's what we have in common. And maybe that's why I'm just so drawn to the GymNasty boys as a team. But let's. So, like I said, I mean, you guys are awesome. Huge fan. But then let's get down to brass tacks here. And, what are we looking for from the GymNasty boys here for the remaining of 2017, and then of course beyond?
Well, 2017, we're looking to go to more places. Up north, West Coast. Doesn't matter. We want to go to Wrestle Circus. We want to go to Defy Wrestling. We want to go to Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. We want to go to where? AAW.
Defy, right? Defy Wrestling?
Yeah.
Go there. Heck, go Beyond Wrestling. I want to go to Beyond Wrestling,
Limitless.
I want to go everywhere that are haveless and that are looking for a couple guys that know how to wrestle and create moments. Because we're those guys. We'll do it anywhere you put us on the card, and whether you like us or not, we're going to get the job done, and people, they'll either be mad about it or they're going to love us about it. But either way, you're tuning in and you're watching.
Exactly. Beyond, next year we're debuting in Canada.
Not pro, right?
Yes, sir. Ooh. I'm looking forward to going to the UK, wrestling in Japan, wrestle anywhere, everywhere. It does not matter. Cool. Like I said, I found a tag partner where I believe in us against any tag team.
Any.
So if
that's
you
male or female or mixed.
Right. If you feel the need to get nasty with the GymNasty boys, please book us. You won't regret it.
I guarantee it.
And I'll vouch for that. Like I said, I've seen you guys, multiple times now. And like you said, the moments are always, awesome. I've turned even they're first of all, they're adult kids. When I say my kids, I'm an older guy, but my kids are even fans. I'm the one that's like, I'm the worst father ever that I'll, open a Facebook video. You got to see this. This is hilarious. And they pop. They think it's hysterical. They think you guys are awesome. So much so that, they sport the gear, right?
Yes, sir.
And, go ahead. So like I said, it's just that, I'm a huge fan. So give me we're going to start rattling off some more teams. Who are your teams that is there? I'm assuming there's got to be. Give me some names of guys you want to face.
I'll start with one. Scarlet and Graves. Desmond Xavier and that sexy hog having Zach Wentz.
Speaking of the boys of Ohio, OI4K. Oh, Dave Chris, Jake Christ.
Glorious. I'd love for us to have a rematch with the Heat Seekers.
Yes. The Hooligans.
Oh, that'd be great. See here, man. Got to get that mixed tag. I want to face Kiera Hogan.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe just her.
Just her?
Her.
Oh, that's a tag team by itself.
Yeah, it is.
Joey Ryan.
And Candice LeRae. Oh, world's cutest tag team?
Yes.
Oh, brother. They're not cuter than us.
Of course not.
Speaking of cute, how about a couple of best friends in Sexy Chucky T and Trent Beretta?
We met him once.
I don't think he claims to know us.
I don't think so either.
It's okay. But we're best friends.
We're best friends.
Dang right.
We looked at it. It wasn't trademarked.
It's true. He lied.
Now, you brought up Joey Ryan's name. Let me ask you, are you not afraid of that? He's got one of the most deadly moves in wrestling right now.
Yeah, well, so do I, pal.
And
I'm not afraid of nothing, man. I say hit it and quit it, and let's get it again.
Maybe,
if you pay me.
Well, speaking of not hitting it and quitting it, you do know that we have on staff. We actually have a pastor. Don't ask me what church it's from, but he's offered to marry you because there was a comment made at a show with Camilla Kane, and he's offered to marry you. You aware of that, Mike?
Oh, really? He's going to marry me and Camilla?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Well, I had to back out after finding out her credit's not that good. But if he wants to marry me and Faye Jackson, that would be great.
We can put
wait, she's already married.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Either way, I'm marrying somebody.
Someone's getting married up.
It's red meat season.
Well, then that means you don't want to be married. If it's hunting season, you want to be single and running. It's not like tag team wrestling. You don't want to be hooked. Trust me, from a married guy. If it's hunting season,
it was too late. I'm already. Never mind.
Okay. Hey, you got my loot.
And, I'd be remiss, Timmy, is I did have a bunch of people send in some questions to me, and one of them wanted to ask is I know there's what you can, what you can't. Everybody was super proud. We did see you on some NXT.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that, because a lot of people wanted to hear the story of how that went down and what how that whole experience was for you.
Well, I really can't put into true words how the experience was. It's something that I'm grateful for, something I'll never forget. Being only 3 years in, stuff like that, I'm just taking it all in and not trying to let it go to my head. But being there, seeing all the guys that I've grown up watching, being in the locker rooms with some of the guys before, it was a mixture of being nervous, not nervous because I've seen and shared locker room with most of the guys, but just knowing that it's more of an opportunity to be there, because a lot of people talk about, oh, I'd love to be there, but when you're actually there, it's a different universe from what you're used to in independent wrestling, and it's something that I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
And like I said, I followed you on Twitter, and obviously the love you got for that was just amazing. Everybody was supporting you, giving you the congrats or whatever. And that's my question.
Crazy.
I was like, I'm not even, I haven't known you that long. I mean, followed you, but even when I see guys make it, I'm always proud to see, guys finally, are getting the push they deserve, quote unquote. But hey, where do you guys, where do you guys want to be? Like, where do you want to go?
Everywhere. Of course, the end goal, I'd love to be on NXT. I'd love to be on WWE. I'm sure, we share the same mindset. I mean, my kids would flip out if they see me walk out of the NXT ramp, or I'd flip out personally walking down that ramp myself. Just any and everywhere. If it comes to that, that'd be incredible. If not, man, I've had a pretty good run.
Last year.
This is my last year, though.
Same feeling. Any and everywhere. I've got to experience being on NXT, but now I want to experience that as a true tag team wrestler with my partner.
Oh. Tokyo Dome would be sweet.
Yes.
Like that.
God, yes.
Like anywhere in Japan, man. Like just,
anywhere in the UK.
Yeah, anywhere, any continent that's going to have wrestling and will have the GymNasty boys, we'd love to be there and hopefully earn a spot.
Yes.
Come back. Because we'll give our all. There's no doubt of that. I believe us.
I 100% believe that, because like I said, every show that I've been to, I guess nothing but, you guys killing it, every single night or every single day, that I've seen you guys, you're knocking it out of the park. And I hope that you guys keep it up. And I'd be thrilled to see you guys NXT, New Japan, DDT over in Japan, Progress over in the UK or something like that. I think a lot of those places I said are good homes that would work for you guys. And hopefully someday we see that. But that we've kind of covered some of the teams you want, but dream teams, like, I tell you a dream match that a lot of people want. What about you and the Bucks? How would that dance go? The Young Bucks.
Ooh, well, you heard of a super kick party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have to come to a super dick party. So that's what we're going to do, because we're the hung.
Yes.
Well, either way.
Yes.
You get what we are. But, man, that would be incredible. I'd love that. Cody's in the Bullet Club. He's pretty much said, he loves him. He loves me, and so I'm sure he's going to love Timmy. Come on. Why wouldn't he? So why not? I'd love for that to happen.
That's a dream match I'd love to see. Absolutely. 100% agree with you.
Get that tweet out. Yeah, let's be a super dick party.
That's a hell of a tagline for it. We could, it's the super kick versus the super dick party, right? And, hey, my money's on GymNasties. I think that's just me personally. What do I know? I just think I'm right. Now again, tell everybody, one of the big things that I'm a huge fan of, obviously we talked about before, the webisodes, kind of catch everybody up again. I know you mentioned it, but I don't want people to miss it. When do they find them? Where do they find them?
Well, we put them on all facets of our social medias. Have them on our fan page on GymNasty Boys. Have them on our Facebook individually, White Mike and Timmy Retton. We have them on Twitter at the GymNasty Boys. We also have them on our Instagram at the GymNasty Boys. They always debut
Wednesday
at 6 p.m.
We should start doing Wednesday at 6:05.
6:05?
Yeah. Either way, around 6 you'll find it.
Yeah.
And that's
so once you see them, like them, share them, get them out as much as you can.
If you're having a bad day, watch it and enjoy, because we're doing it for you guys. If you're having a rough time, man, watch us. We'll put a smile on your face. We might steal some money out your purse, but we're still gonna make you laugh.
Right. At least you'll smile about it.
Yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, you put a smile on my face. You made me chuckle. I just saw it wasn't that, but it was an episode. It was a video you guys did with, apparently you guys are teaming up with Suge soon.
Yes,
Ooh,
yes.
Yeah.
What? Dragon Con.
Dragon Con, August 31st, the Hierarchy versus the GymNasty Boys. Is that what we call them?
I think so.
I don't know, man.
I like that.
Yeah,
GymNasty Boys.
Yeah. It came to me. It's going to be on and popping, man. I'm telling you. It's going to be lit.
All the cosplay backs.
If you haven't been, by the way, because that is here in the Atlanta area where I'm from, have you been to a Dragon Con yet?
Never
yet.
been.
I've heard about it so much.
I wanted to be on for years, and this is my first time.
Holy shit's all I can say. Brace yourself. I don't know that Mike will make it to the ring or not. The blood flow may just be so bad that he will just pass out because it's not going to be in his head anymore.
There'll be one of them.
Either way, I'm stroking.
There you go. But yeah, it's a hell of a show, man. And we're actually going to make it to that show. So we'll obviously hopefully see you down there as well. But you popped me because, you had on the shirt. We just wanted to say thank you from us. Nothing but love for you guys. When we saw the shirt, it cracked me up. And then, of course, I saw Timmy sporting it on the streets of Florida as well. Just made us, popped us. And we just wanted to say thank you for a minute from us to you guys. And
thank you guys.
Oh no, you guys are one of our favorites, man.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you got, like I said, you guys are always welcome on Tapped Out. We love you guys. Big fans. And then, of course, like I said, we wanted to just say thanks for coming on. But then, that's the shirts are not, for us, we're like, hey, give them a shirt. We love them. We want to show support to you guys. Buy your shirts. And that's the big thing I want to stress to you guys. If you see the GymNasty Boys at a show, enjoy the show, obviously, because you will. And then make sure you go over to the merch table and buy a shirt, buy a picture, all that good stuff. Support these guys when they're out there. I think that's the big thing. And then, like you said, if you're following them on Twitter, Facebook, etc., Instagram, make sure you're liking everything. But it's not just liking it; it's also sharing it. That's the big part. Share their stuff, spread the word to get them out there. Let the world, see the GymNasty Boys do what they do. That's important. I hope you guys get that.
Just know it's going to be a party,
because you might or might not get a lap dance.
Once you drop cash, you never know what's going to happen on that GymNasty table, man. We're going to put down that money and soak you up with a little bit of that honey.
Absolutely. And like I said, I wanted to say thanks for coming on. Absolute pleasure. It's been something I've been looking forward to for a while, because I'm such a fan of you guys. And, but like I said, the big thing is, support these guys when you see them out at the shows, hit them all up. Follow them on Twitter stuff, and you get their schedule. They're real good about putting their schedule out there, so you'll know where they are. And that's just me wanting to share the love on the support indie wrestling guys. Definitely put your money where your mouth is. Don't just talk about how great they are. Buy the shirts, buy the tickets, and buy the pictures and stuff, and support these guys. So with that, man, I want to say thanks to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Yeah, once you buy our merch, man, you own a part of us, and a part of us always loves to be in you guys.
Always.
Love you.
gonna be shipping.